home, and we seen a sign for a KOA there outside Albuquerque, so...
Outside Grants, New Mexico.
Yeah, so we went over there to that RV park, and after we was there at that RV park in the morning, we got ready to take off, and that park was right next to Highway 40, so we should have been able to get over to Highway 40 real easy.
Mm-hmm.
And so we took the road up this way, went alongside Highway 40, where there should have been an inlet, going on, but there wasn't. And then after we got up there a ways, we couldn't get turned around because we was in a dirt road, then we was in a back trail road, and there's trying to get turned around in 2 foot of mud is not easy pulling this. So we kept going, thinking it would eventually run across Highway 40, and it didn't. So we ended up in front of this big hole with about 4 foot of water in it, and we sat there in about 3 foot of mud. So no place to go, got stuck.
It's absolutely
and couldn't move.
Nothing up there.
The truck was just spinning its tires.
No homes, no anything. It was just like a wilderness.
Well, we was in the Zuni Reservation forest, and there was nothing there.
The 7th, we started back from that the RV park, and we took the wrong turn, and that was the 7th when we stayed, and was coming back. So from the 7th, we were stuck till the 12th.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now, how did you finally get out?
There was a gentleman with his wife and grandkids in a Jeep. They came by. He was taking them fishing, and he stopped outside, and Gary says, "There's somebody out there," and both of us saw it at the same time, and I went to this window, and I bang, "Help, help, help." I was afraid he'd leave before he heard me, and he saw us and came to the door, and
he opened up the door and he says, "What the heck are you doing here?" And I said, "Look at the Irish." And he started talking in Irish brogue himself. He was an Irishman.
Is that right?
Yeah. So
anyhow,
he says, "I got a couple beers in the cooler. Want to have a beer? We'll just see how we get you out of here." And I said, "Yeah."
Yeah. He started small talk and asked us, what were we doing way up there? And he asked me what was my name, and I says June, and my husband Gary. He said, you were on the news. Yeah. So he didn't know, but he happened by, I thank God.
So when he said you were on the news, there was news reports of you missing, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, in Colorado and New Mexico.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because we were supposed to have been back the night of the 7th. And we never got back, so. And then our pastor, after we were found, they took me to the hospital in a helicopter.
Really?
Yeah. Tim McLaughlin was his name that found us. And he had the means to call into town where we didn't. And our
phone wouldn't work out there, his did.
Yeah. So he got a helicopter out and took me, and I guess...
I got one of them.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't work. Even the GPS wouldn't work.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, anyhow, the fire department came out, not in a big truck, but 3 of our friends from church, they drove down there and brought us back from the hospital, and the pastor drove the 5th wheel back, and the 2 other friends drove me back in the car in their van, and I was never so happy in all my life.